I'm running a little behind and haven't even gotten a shower yet. So you get me as I am today. Today is September 2nd. We are still talking about visibility a little bit and how to grow your team and who to hire and why to hire somebody. I had like 9 questions that people reached out to me and asked yesterday. I even got a text message from somebody, which always surprises me when somebody texts me, asking who I have on my team and what I do for a team. So I'm going to break this up into 2 phases. When I was a solopreneur, who was on my team? Because I talk to many of you that are just on your own. I have an agency. Remember that. So that team looks very, very different than what I needed when I was just on my own as a freelancer. So as a freelancer, I really just had 3 people. Myself, obviously. I had an accountant. And of course, I didn't use an accountant every single month, but I brought her in every quarter to go over my books with me and everything. So an accountant was essential to make sure that my taxes were right. I didn't want to get in trouble with IRS or have any issues there. So an accountant was essential when I was by myself. Another thing that I had is I had a sales consultant, I want to say. Like, think of it as a business strategist, but help me really frame how I was going to sell everything. I only hired them twice. I think $1,500, something like that. I don't remember. It was 3 years ago now. And then I had somebody who built my website. I hired somebody to build my website and write the copy for it. So, that was 2 somebodies. So that I presented myself the way I should. I've talked about the order that I purchased things in. The first thing I did was hire an accountant to talk me through how I should set everything up. So the second thing I did within the first month is hire somebody to build my website and write the copy for it. That was my first month. Everything that I had extra went into that. I actually really didn't make as much as I continued to after that. I talk about replacing my corporate income, but I invested that back out very, very quickly my first month so that I was set up for success. So that's what I did as a solopreneur. Good morning, Brenda Lee. I am doing very well. How are you? And that's where I started as a solopreneur because it helped me with my sales. It helped me with my lead generation, and it helped me make sure I didn't get in trouble tax-wise to have everything set up correctly. So those were my first things that I did as a solopreneur. Now, as an agency, who is on my team? My team is very large. I actually counted all of the people I outsourced to and everything this morning when somebody else asked me via email. I have 14 people on my team. You don't see everybody because, you wouldn't. I have an accountant that handles everything month to month because I don't do that. I have a bookkeeper that works with the accountant to handle invoicing, paying bills, all of that stuff. So I have the 2. Yes, they work together. That's their whole purpose because honestly, it's cheaper to have a bookkeeper do the minutia and then the accountant to check everything. So I have that. So that's 2 people. I have a web designer that works on my website consistently, makes updates, does landing pages, does all the security stuff. I have a graphic design team. I have a graphic designer that I work with. You guys have heard me talk about that personally, but as part of my team with offering client stuff, I'm actually now using Design Pickle. They do a pretty decent job for my clients. I'm very happy. It's good cost for my business as a whole. So and with Design Pickle, I have, I think, 3 dedicated designers and unlimited everything. I can share that with you if you have questions. If you have questions about Design Pickle, let me know. I don't know if I have affiliate links or whatever. I have 4 content creators who write content for clients. I have 2 Pinterest people. I have 3 engagement specialists. All they do is engage on Instagram and Twitter for clients. I have a COO who is making sure that my operations stay where they're supposed to be and sort of steps into the role of project manager as needed. I just hired an OBM to be my project manager, to deal with my team management and customer service, all of those things. I have my own personal VA. Obviously, I have Sandra. I have an accountability coach that also happens to be Sandra. Sandra offers me both services. I have video people on my team, and I have editors on my team. And almost all of that is outsourced. Only 2 people are full employees of Be Boss Girl because I don't have a reason to have that much payroll. So I outsource everything to other freelancers, small business owners, entrepreneurs, whatever they want to call themselves. And outsource to other agencies as well. I use a couple other agencies and work with them for overflow and things like that. So my team is pretty large, but again, I have an agency. So it's a very different thing, but you will notice the first things I mentioned are my money. Money comes first, and management of my team comes second. So those are where I focus my time and energy. Do I offer services to clients? Because I know somebody's going to ask that. Yes, I still offer private services to clients. I do strategy. Good morning, Donna. I offer strategy, social media marketing, and business strategy. I am a business strategist with also have a marketing background. And I have been questioned recently a few times, well, what gives you the right to say you're a strategist? 25 years in business and a master's. I have my MBA in business, master's in business administration. And I also have a master's in marketing and communications. So that's what gives me the right to say that. I am 27 hours, physical hours of having a PhD in marketing. So yes, that's a thing. And you can do that. I'm not going to finish that because it's too much work and there's no point. But I have 25 years in business. So business strategy, I'm not a business coach. I'm not a rah, here, you can do this. Here's how you do it. This is how you do it. This is the strategy to reach there. Here's how the software works. This is how you're going to make profit. That's what I do. I am not a coach. I talk about that often. So that's why I know to do these things in my business and how I've grown and gotten to this point. And a lot of people ask me questions, well, how do you keep growing? Well, I invest a lot in that. So in the next 3 months, I've put over $25,000 into promotions and marketing. That's ads, not on Facebook. I don't believe in paying for ads on Facebook. It's a waste of my time. But Google ads in major publications, on major online websites, all of that kind of thing. So I've gone a very different route than most people do that spend a lot of time in Facebook. But that is what works for me and what has helped me develop an agency. And I hope to quadruple my income by the end of the year. Yes, during COVID, I hope to do that. I've already doubled my income over the last 3 months. So I continue to grow, but how I grow is I have an accountant, I have a bookkeeper, I have a COO, I have a project manager, I have an OBM. All of those things help me work towards all of that growth. And if those of you wonder, if you look over on the Be Boss Girl page, I am hiring. You can fill out an application. So if you have any questions, I'm always happy to answer them. Remember to rise strong and become limitless in all you do today. Tomorrow, barring an emergency labor of her grandbaby coming, we are going to have Susan Poisson with us to discuss hiring a VA and all that means and what you should expect and how to level up and have success with having a VA on your team. So we're going to be talking to her hopefully tomorrow, hopefully.